Alright guys, I had a couple people want me to keep them updated on what I was doing with this thing and take pictures and videos to show and post, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and do that. Anyway, let's start with what I got. Is a 98 Disco. Obviously it's got the 4.0, it's automatic. This thing has just over 163,000 miles. What happened was a couple weeks ago, I had to renew my tax, and the day after I renewed that sumbitch, the damn started having problems. I lost all oil pressure and motor started knocking, but I was able to limp it home without too much damage from what I've seen. And so, I mean, I've owned this thing just over a year, so, and, when I bought this thing, I paid $2,000 for it, drove it home, and outside of normal maintenance, the only problems I've had with this thing was the fuel pump went out on me. And I was looking to see how much a new fuel pump was going to cost me, and everything I was finding was close to $600, and I called somebody to see what they was going to charge to do this job, and it was almost $1,000 just to have a fuel pump put in. That was parts and labor, and that obviously wasn't going to fly. I mean, I own my own shop. I work out of it. Nothing fancy. It's just my personal shop right behind my house. But I rebuild engines, axles. I mean, I do it all, and business has been pretty good. This time of year, Christmas time, it's always slow, but not too bad. I put one car in here at a time, so I keep my workload pretty well spaced out where I can stay busy enough, keep money coming in. And being Christmas time, I have time to put this thing in here now. And I said we're going to go ahead and do a complete rebuild on this thing. And if I pieced a kit together on what I would use, like I said, this isn't no off-the-shelf or eBay crap that you buy a complete kit and everything you need's there, and it's not going to match the engine. It's just a stockpile of whatever, But you see, I've already started taking this thing apart, to make it a little bit easier to pull out, a little bit lighter. That, and I want to check the oil pump too. I have a feeling the gear's busted in it. But anyway, back to the parts. Pieced my own set. I mean, this is me picking out exactly what I want to use, what parts, what brands, everything. And from what I've come up with, and this is just a basic, idea, because I don't know what I'm going to have to order until I tear into the motor itself. But right now I'm sitting about 800 and I think it was like 863 and some change to have all the parts that I need delivered here. That's just for the engine though. It isn't too bad, I don't guess, considering how this would be about a $6,000 bill at Land Rover. I've already consulted them, and that's just a joke. A lot of these parts, I mean, where these things have been through so many manufacturers, GM, I mean, even a lot of this stuff is interchangeable with Ford. Like, you can use, on some of these, you can use the Ford 4.0 timing set. Some of the gaskets, I mean, it just varies on model. But, I mean, it's just been through so many hands, it's not funny, and they wonder why these things fail all the time. They had a genius idea of making everything all aluminum, if they could make it work, which obviously nobody cared to look into that a little bit better than what they'd done. Like, I mean, obviously you're going to get something that's going to be going through several heat cycles. You're going to make it all aluminum, but you're not going to reinforce anything. Should have pinned the sleeves, stuff like that, but it is what it is. I guess that's what makes Land Rover Land Rover. You know, before I bought this thing, there was so many bad reviews, and they pointed out, you're gonna have problems with the motor. I mean, they're just not very reliable after 100,000 miles. But I like this thing. I wanted something with a little bit of class, something all-wheel drive, something I can put my wife and kid in and not have to worry so much about it. But it is what it is. It's a vehicle. The way they was taken care of in the past has a lot to do with, performance, failures. This thing wasn't taken care of very well. It was an off-roader. Well, the guy thought it was anyway. That's how he treated it. And now I got to rebuild it. But it's no big deal. I mean, you take a chance every time you buy something used. If you don't know how to do it, then you're going to spend some money. But I'm going to do all this myself anyway, so I'm going to save a crap load of money doing that. But from what I've found so far, I mean, I haven't made it too far into it. I haven't worked on it too much, but everybody told me that this was going to be a very tricky build, something you've never seen before. It's going to take a lot of time, a lot of patience. But, this is my first Rover build. I mean, I've worked on them in the past, but I've never really built them. And from what I've seen so far, I don't have very much taken off right now, but I haven't put a whole lot of time into it. But, it's pretty well basic. I mean, an engine's an engine. You just got to take your time and watch what you're doing. But it's really no different than a newer model engine, with all the stuff on there. But the only real difference that I've seen is just to get to where I'm at now, it's taken about 10 different tools. Just take that little bit up front, about 10 different tools, but it's not too bad. So, posting this because, like I said, I had people ask me to post and keep them in line, let everybody know how it's going and what I've got going on. And thus far, this is it. I'm fixing to take some more apart today and maybe get ready to pull the motor out today. I'm not sure if I'm going to go that far yet or not. It's pretty damn cold in here. My shop lights aren't even wanting to come on. But I'll keep everybody informed, let you know, what I do, and I'll take pictures, probably some more videos just to show. Having said that, any advice would be appreciated. If anybody's got any questions or want to know what I've done, that's cool too. I'll help anybody out the best way I can, and in return, I'd like as much help as I can get as well. Because people who's been doing this may do shit a hell of a lot different than I do. And to each his own. I mean, you have your way of doing it, I have my way of doing it. But if there's an easier, better way, better parts, stuff like that, I'm all ears. Just let me know what you guys think and what's worked for you and what you think I should do, other than just crush it, because we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna prove a point, show people that this can be done, and once you get that breakdown mark, they're not trash. And one other thing I'm gonna do with this, just because it's all aluminum, I'm gonna put a fail-safe thermostat in there. That way, if it gets too hot, it's just going to automatically stay open. That way, I have a lower risk of overheating. But it's just one of the small things I'm going to do to help with the heat issue. Like I said, if anybody's got any questions, comments, any help, need help, anything, just let me know, and I'll give it my best. And I appreciate you guys welcoming me to the Land Rover forum. I tried one other one, and it was just a joke. I mean, I couldn't even post. Nothing. I found you guys, and I love it. everybody treats everybody pretty good, so I like that. So, yeah, that's what I got thus far.